Are you ready? Thousands will be feeling the thrill of the catch starting tomorrow with the Minnesota fishing opener. The Governor's fishing opener is on Big Sandy Lake in the McGregor area. And Minnesota has such a long and proud fishing tradition.
That is on full display in a brand new book. It is called Let's Go Fishing, Fish Tales from the North Woods. Author Eric Dregni has gathered tales on everything from bait and bobbers to fish festivals and fish fries, and we're so happy to have the author Eric with us. Welcome to Mid-Morning.
Yeah, thanks for having me in.
This is the weekend, right?
Yeah, it's a big weekend. Yeah. Nice rainy weekend.
It'll dry out. Yes. It's okay.
You know, it's not snowing, so in Minnesota you feel all right about that. You're an associate professor of English and journalism at Concordia in St. Paul. What made you say, you know what, I'm going to write a book about fishing?
Well, you know, I did some other books, Weird Minnesota, Midwest Marvels, traveled all around the state, you know, took all these pictures of these giant fish and, you know, then living abroad for a while, coming back and realizing, you know, we don't want to lose this fishing culture. And I don't think we're in danger of it, but, you know, we have to teach the younger generation, too, about fishing, you know, get them out on the boat.
And celebrating that history, too, because just flipping through the book, I mean, some of the pictures, they're incredible. They're black and white. They're showing, you know, those famous fish pictures that you see of holding up a different one. But it is so addicting for people who love it. They are so passionate about it. And it's more than just food. It's not just the catch and release is a big deal now, too.
Well, and with the book, too, I wanted to go beyond just, you know, just catching the fish. And there's this whole fish culture, you know, going over into Wisconsin, you know, our neighbors to the east there, finding out about smelt wrestling, you know, when they catch all these smelt, and so they put them in there's so many of them, they put them in a wrestling ring and they wrestle in them. You know,
funny.
Yeah.
Weird, right?
Why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
It's Wisconsin.
Yeah. Do you fish yourself?
Yeah, I'm kind of a terrible fisherman. You know, I'm one of those that don't, you know, I bring the kids out on the dock and that's about it. So I'm not going out this weekend.
Right.
I'm going to wait until it gets a little warmer and go out and catch some sunnies and northerns.
Any other unusual stories that maybe stuck out to you while you're doing this research?
There's one about worm charming, you know, to get the night crawlers to catch the sunnies and stuff, rather than just digging into the ground. This place in England and also in Canada, they would have this big contest about how you bring the most worms to the surface. So you put a pitchfork in the ground, you hit it like with a hammer, you make it vibrate, and the worms kind of magically come to the surface.
Oh.
So maybe we should do that in Minnesota.
Maybe, right? Maybe that'll work. What about fish fries? I mean, there's a real culture. I used to live in Wisconsin. And
it's even more there,
The fish fry culture there is hardcore.
Yeah, fish fries, you know, of course on Fridays during Lent especially.
Very associated with the church, but it's bigger than that, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's taken on a life of its own. And also...
Do you have a favorite fish fry?
There's so many good
in the book you highlighted a couple.
Yeah, I have highlight a whole bunch of them, right? Yeah. And also something they do on the North Shore and the South Shore and Lake Michigan, a lot of the fish boils.
The fish boil?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Those are a lot of fun, too.
Really cool.
So it's all about, it's the culture, it's part of our history, and that's really what you're trying to pass along here.
Yeah. I mean, to get to notice this, you know, it's more than just all of our phones and devices and stuff, and to get out in the boat and wet a line.
It's really good. Eric, thank you so much. Good luck with the book.
Okay, I know everyone's been talking about how it's a crappy day, we're not loving it. It's going to get a little bit better.
Was that a fish joke there?
It was a little bit. Yeah.